had a brilliant discussion yesterday with a guy that I know from the dog walks, who did a physics degree 20 years ago. So we had an interesting discussion about the double slit, and he agreed that it proved there was an ether could be a solution, and that wasn't out there theory, but it existed. And then I showed him Victor Lewe. I told him about Victor Lewe proving it. And then unfortunately I had to start talking about what that then implications are, and it's that Earth's the centre of the universe and that God exists. And that's just too much for him, mind blown. But in the motion of talking about it, I gained again. I found this. The more I speak out the truth, the Earth's the centre of the universe, God exists, follow Christ, the more certain I become of it, and the more certain that outcome becomes. And here's the model, so simple, from Victor Lewe. Here's the ocean, an infinite ocean surface. This is Genesis. Infinite ocean surface. You can observe it. You are above that surface. Double slit experiment shows that you are cavitation, experiencing from the outside. There's a duality of experience. And the double slit shows that ether is a medium in which action takes place, and that particles are cavitation within that medium. And so your experience is cavitation within the medium of light, and you're observing the surface of that medium, which is water. Water is the surface of light. So now take that, you're standing above it, you're small, you can't see the edges. It's actually spherical, but so massive, and I mean massive, that the surface thinks it's flat. But it isn't, it's a sphere, so you can't see the edges. So from that perspective of a man, touch the surface of the water and you get a circle, disc. You will find that, referencing Dr. Lewe's 1906 physics work, that there's a vortex there. There'll be a rotation, so that the motion of the planet will be relative to you, because there's a vortex there, so you'll be stationary. In that understanding, you place yourself at the centre of the universe now. And that when you try and push the surface of the water down, it'll push back. And that there is a balance point that you'll be able to find in which the very centre of the pressure that you're placing with your disc is a point below it of a hemisphere, of a sphere of influence. And so now you've built a model where you are cavitation, observing the surface of water. You've got a disc rotating with a vortex, and you've got a sphere of influence underneath it with a support point, seemingly, at the base. But that's just theoretical, it's a sphere of influence. The actual support point is the surface where the pressure is, of that hemisphere, specific one. And so that's liquid, surface, disc, vortex, yin-yang pattern, sphere of influence, meter cubed, mass. Above that circle, cavitation, a bubble, cavitation within the medium. So now the cavitation has two elements, the water and the cavitation above it. And the difference between them is crucial, because there's meter cubed above as well. But there's a different surface. The surface is the key to the mass below, defining that zone. The cavitation above is defined by the inside and outside surface of the cavitation itself, of the bubble. So the surface tension of the cavitation is greater than the surface tension at the surface of the equator, because it's exponential as a spherical shape, as a hemisphere above us, as the firmament. And so now the strength of water